Hi all, good day. Welcome to CCNA Routing and Switches Chapter 1. So today we are going to see what is VLAN and why we need VLAN. So VLAN. So VLAN is used to reduce the size of broadcast domain. Okay. Also the VLAN can provide the logical connectivity between the two switches. Each VLAN act as a single broadcast domain. Using the VLAN, we can create multiple broadcast domain with a single switch. A VLAN is a group of computer or other devices in the same places, example in the same building or campus. So VLAN is provided several advantages including the ease of administration, confidence of broadcast domain, reduce network traffic, and enforcement of security policies. A virtual local area network is a way of diving the network so that number of broadcasts as well as the level of access uses the limit. So example VLAN. So example we can take any one of the classes. Example we will take the CCNA classes. So here we have 50 member of say example that 50 member of people's staying in the classes. So we need to call any so 10 people coming for CCNA classes and the other 20 people is coming for CCNP classes and the other 20 people is coming for um, CCNP, CCIE classes. So how we can segregate this all? So we can call that VLAN 10 as a CCNA student and uh, VLAN 20 as called for CCNP student and VLAN 30 we can call it for CCIE classes. So VLAN is used to segregate the department or segregate the classes or segregate the process. So in the office we have the multiple projects. Say example for Facebook one of the project, Amazon is one of the project, and so on so is one of the project. That each of the project it's having the same VLAN. It will create uh, without um, no security on that uh, in that domain. So we need to segregate each department so that that is taken care by VLAN. So we will see what is how we can use create the VLAN and how we can configure in the next classes in further. So what is range of VLAN? So usually we can use VLAN range 0 to 4095. So by default VLAN 1 is the default VLAN. That VLAN can be used by default. We cannot modify or delete this VLAN. And 22101, this is a VLAN is mostly we can use in the office and other uh, environment. Okay, so for this 102 is and 10022 1005 is a Cisco default FDD and toggle ring. This cannot be deleted. This is a, so we cannot delete and we cannot edit these VLANs. This is for the default VLANs and other this is for the L3 VLANs. So there is the topic we will see later. There are five main types of VLANs depending on the type of the network they carry. So main VLAN that we already saw the default VLAN. Default VLAN is 1. So by default all the ports will configured as VLAN 1. So based on our requirement, we can change the VLAN um, 1 or VLAN 10 or VLAN 30 that we need to configure. So data VLAN. So this data VLAN used to for the data traffic. Say example for switching, routing, and so all the data for so we transferring the files. Everything will go via this data VLAN only. So this is called the data VLAN and the voice VLAN. Voice VLAN is used for the voice traffic for telephonic call, via phone, the telephone calls. This is used for voice traffic, voice VLAN. And one more this is for the management VLAN. Management VLAN is nothing but used to take the remote. So example, we have the one switch configured in the network. So I want to log in the switch. So we need one management VLAN, and we have to configure the one management IP for that VLAN, so that we can take the remote of that switch and we can do whatever changes we need. So without management VLAN, we cannot access the switch. So native VLAN is nothing but is the untagged traffic. Say example, some of the devices doesn't have VLAN information. Say example, many of the switches. Example, hub is a which very old concept. That's there is no VLAN um, concept support for the hub traffic. So that kind of devices is come via the untagged traffic, that is called that AP access point, and these all VLANs is come for the untagged traffic. So in that kind of scenario, we used VLAN, a native VLAN. So this that postbits VLAN and tagged VLAN, protocol based VLAN. So this is a very rare case we will use this one. So VLAN configuration, basic VLAN configuration. So how? So what is the you need? So first we need to understand what is L2 and L3 VLAN. So L2 VLAN nothing but it's a L2 VLAN is only for the name and VLAN number and VLAN name. Only it is available. If the L3 VLAN, uh, it's a heavy IP address. So L2, what is the if anyone asks what is the difference between L2 and L3 VLAN, it's nothing but L3 VLAN have the IP address and L2 have one don't have the any IP address, and L3 VLAN do the routing and L2 VLAN don't support the routing. And we have the four important information we need to create the VLAN. First, create the VLAN, use the VLAN and VLAN number, and we need to give the VLAN name, and we need to configure the switch port. See how that in the picture how it is configured, and we need to configure the IP address if it is a L3 VLAN. Create a VLAN. So this is the setup how we are creating this. So first, as an example, we are configure the VLAN 10. So just go for configuration mode, VLAN number and name, and we give the VLAN, say example admin, and exit. Okay, so again, this is the L2 VLAN. So if you need to assign the IP address for this VLAN, it will come a L3 VLAN. So go for the interface and VLAN number 10, and configure the IP address 192.168.0.3, 255.255.255.0. So now we have created L2 and L3 VLAN. So that VLAN we are going to add in the switches. So how we will configure the VLAN in the particular interface. Example, the interface faster than 0/1. So we need to configure this interface as a VLAN 10. Just give it the command interface faster than 0/1 switch mode access switch mode access VLAN 10. So if you want to configure one or more VLAN interfaces, you need to give the command interface range faster than 0/1 hyphen 8. So 1 to 8 interfaces. Again give the same command switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 10. So if you give that show VLAN command, you will see that VLAN 10 faster than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For all 8 ports configured as VLAN 10. So how same way we can configure VLAN 20 and 30. Okay. So if you give the show VLAN command, you will see the interface and the VLAN informations. So you want to see the IP address of that VLAN, give the command show IP interface brief. So you will see the IP address of that particular VLAN. Thank you.